Hi everyone, just a heads up that the audio is a little wonky this episode, unfortunately. Really sucks because I'm really happy about this episode and how it turned out, and it got ruined with the audio. So I don't exactly know what happened and how to fix it, but hopefully it'll be ready by next week. But anyways, please bear with me in the audio quality this episode. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Slacker Stance podcast. Yay! I've decided that no matter how long this episode is going to be, it is going to be a bonus episode just because, believe it or not, I have a lot of pre-recorded things that I have to post. I kept on saying that I wanted to pre-record things, and now I'm actually pre-recording things, and I'm actually I have backups, which is amazing. It feels great. But I did want to talk about a few things that I've been experiencing lately, mainly with who I am and what I'm doing, and it's not really a super important topic in regards to my podcast, so it is going to be a bonus episode. And yeah, I just want to talk about a few things that I have been learning about myself and learning about things these past few days, like last week, because a lot of this is brand new. And one of these things was an epiphany, like a full-on epiphany that I had like a few minutes ago, which inspired me to make this podcast episode because I realized that, and then I slowly realized a ton of other things. So yeah, let's get right into it, and I want to talk about a few of the small things and then end with the main topic, the big thing, which is the title of this podcast episode. But first, I want to talk about a few things. First is that I have been wanting to wear more makeup, but I feel when I put on makeup, one, I feel like I'm looking at a completely different person. I feel like I'm not myself. And also because I'm really new to it, a lot of it doesn't look super good. And I really want to wear makeup. I want to have fun with it. I want to experiment. But my fear of it not looking good is causing me to not do it. And the fear of me not looking like myself is causing me to not do it. And what I kind of realized is that makeup is something that you learn to do. It's not a skill that you are given. And so you have to really just try and experiment and do all these things and try out different ways of how it works. And so what I've been doing is I have been experimenting. I have been trying out new ways of wearing makeup, and I've found a way that I like wearing makeup. And while it's not perfect just yet, it is what I was going for. And now it looks a lot better, and now it feels more like me, which is what I've been wanting to do since the beginning. If you're looking at the visual, my lips look really, really pink and red, which does not look like that in person. I was looking at myself in the video, and I'm like, oh damn, that lipstick, it does not look good. But it looks completely different in person, so not super concerned. Another thing that I did this week was being really good at communication and placing my boundaries. I feel like there's so many things that can be resolved if people just kind of sat down, put their boundaries in place, just like let people know about situations. And I had a situation where I needed to place a boundary because there was something that was happening, and I just wanted to talk to this person and kind of explain to them my side and just put my foot down on a certain situation. And I was terrified to do it for a while, and I was talking to people like, oh my god, how do I do this? Like, should I do this? Should I not? Like, when should I do it? Or like, when should I tell them? And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. This is a boundary that I'm placing down. This is something that I feel that needs to be addressed. And if they aren't happy about it, then that's their problem. And so I did send them a message, and everything was resolved. Everything is going to be great. And that made me super happy, and it made me realize that, like, yes, Alex, you can set a boundary. You can, as long as you are kind and considerate to the situation, you are able to do it, and it is not anyone else's burden. And it also shouldn't be your burden either when you are dealing with someone or something that makes you uncomfortable or is crossing a line. Like, you should be able to stand up for yourself and make sure that you are comfortable. Okay, and now I'm going to get to the main part of this episode, and it is something that I literally realized a few minutes ago, and it is the fact that my need to be productive has been killing my productivity. This has been something that I've been dealing with ever since I graduated high school, and I am going to post a big episode about it, just go more into depth. It's already edited, it's already filmed, it's ready to post. I'm just waiting for the right week to post it, but essentially I've really just been struggling with finding a structure throughout my day and kind of really and being productive as like I used to be. What I've realized is that I've been needing to be as productive as I used to be, but I've been struggling with that productivity because I no longer am doing the same things that I used to be doing. I'm no longer going to school. I no longer have a structure in my day, and yet I'm still expecting myself to be just as productive as how I used to be. I'm still expecting myself to do as much as I was doing like back in the day. I would always wake up super early and go train, and then I'd come back and do school, and then I had the entire day organized for myself, and I liked that. I liked having that structure, and now I don't have that anymore. But now I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, if I don't have that anymore, why do I feel the need to continue with that structure and continue to do that when those tasks aren't in my life anymore? Like, again, I remember I'd go at like 7 in the morning and go paddle, and then I'd go super early so that I could get to work real early. And work, I mean school. I was able to get to school at 9 o'clock and be really productive in school and all these things. And now I want to still paddle in the morning, but like in my head I want to be like, oh, I want to paddle at 7 a.m. But then I end up not going because I'm like, oh, I'm tired, like I don't want to do this. But then if I feel like I go later in the morning, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And I'm now realizing that it's like, what time are you wasting? You're not doing as much as you used to during the day. So why do you feel the need to finish your morning so early, finish your training, go complete your training so early in the morning so you quote unquote have time during the day when you don't have tasks to fill up that time anymore? And it's making me realize that I don't have to go super early. I don't have to be super productive throughout the day. I don't have to get all of my tasks done because what I have to do isn't of insane importance anymore. I have important things, but it takes up a lot less time of my day. So why do I need to block out the time that I used to block out when I was doing school, when I was a full-time student? And I noticed it yesterday when instead of going at like 7 in the morning, 7:30 to go to the gym, I got there at around like 8:20, and I was super relaxed, super chill. I like took my time and I was trying a few things that I hadn't done before. I also did like a little bit of running too. It was a very, very nice training session, and I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel like I needed to be anywhere because I didn't need to be anywhere. And then I got home, took a shower, I ate breakfast, and then I went to the office to work with things that I did have to do. And so not only did it allow me to relax being in the gym, it allowed me to have an hour to myself in the morning to drink coffee, to read. I was also able to flow from one task to another. I was able to go to the gym, and then I was able to take a shower. I had time to take a shower, eat, and then I went to the office, and there was no pause in between these tasks. I was able to just flow at my own pace. I was able to flow because I knew I wanted to be in the office at a certain time, and so I allowed myself to be slow-paced leading up to the time I had to be there. I didn't have to wake up at super early and go to the gym super early and take a shower, have breakfast, and still have like 2 or 3 hours left of the morning just waiting for that time that I wanted to go into the office. I realized that my levels of productivity aren't what they used to be. I'm not going to be getting so many things done because I don't have things to be completed. There's not as many things that I have to do throughout the day. So being slow-paced and allowing myself to stretch out these tasks, allowing me to not feel super stressed, it gives me more time to be happy and relax and complete these tasks thoroughly and properly. And it also leaves less time for me to dilly-dally on my phone or get distracted with something else, because I know that if I get distracted with something else, I'll be like, you know what, I don't really have to do this, or don't really have to do that. But when I have less time in the day, because I'm allowing my actual tasks to extend more time than when I normally let them, I notice I feel a lot better and a lot more productive. And this isn't really for everyone, obviously. This is definitely mainly for me. This is just my realization of what I have felt these past few days, and I've kind of realized that I don't have to be super productive. I don't have to have the same insane quick schedule that I did when I was in school, because I'm not doing that anymore, and I can change things. And I also feel like that a lot of times I feel the need to be perfect when doing these tasks. I have to be strong and quick, and I have to lift a lot of weights when I go to the gym, or I have to kill myself during training. And what happens is that I feel that I have to be this super amazing thing, that if I am getting ready for this and I realize that, like, you know what, today isn't going to be super great, I'll convince myself just to not go and not do it at all. And that's a very sad way of thinking about these things, because then instead of doing something, I'm doing nothing. And I know I talked about it at the beginning of the year. It's like, you don't have to be perfect. And I really struggled to put that into practice, unfortunately. And now kind of realizing that I don't have to be super fast paced. I don't have to do everything so quick. I can take my time in the morning. I can take my time during my activities. I now know that I don't have to be 100% 24/7, so I can relax, and I don't have to be perfect every time, because no one is perfect every time. Alex, oh my god. I've also been kind of changing things up a little bit with my training. I trained with Itzel Delgado a little bit after the S1Ep1, and I learned a lot of new kind of like information. I learned a lot of things that I should be changing about my technique, and so I am prioritizing a lot of technique work. And that also means that I don't have to be going fast. I don't have to kill myself. It's just technique work. And so I've been struggling with the technique work because of my injury. And so instead of just like going paddling and just complaining that my injury hurts, I'll take it slow. I'll do what I can do, but I also know a way to combat the issues that I'm having while I'm paddling in regards to my injury is to work on these situations or these movements outside of the water, at the gym or at home. And so I am doing that. I am actively working on these things, and I definitely think that it's good for my brain, because a lot of times when I'm not paddling, I feel like I am falling behind or I'm not training at all. But there's these little things that I have to work on, and as long as I'm working on them, even if they're little, I do feel like that I am making progress. And I have noticed, I have been doing these things for the past few days, and I have noticed a little bit of a difference in my mobility and the way that I am paddling. And I filmed a video of myself the other day, and I noticed a lot of things that I could improve on. And it's good to kind of see this and look at yourself and see the things that you want to improve or get better in, because there's always room for improvement. And near the end of 2023, I thought I'd already figured it all out. I thought I knew everything already, but paddling with Christian, paddling with Itzel Delgado, I kind of realized a lot more things that I need to work on. And that's not bad. It's not that I'm not behind in any way. It's just something to work on and something to improve on and build on. And I'm excited to implement these things into my paddling. The whole productive thing kind of originated when I was listening to an Anna Archer podcast episode, and she said that one of her friends would constantly say, like, I commit to my commitments, I commit to my commitments. And that is something that I really have to put into practice, because I am struggling to commit to my commitments, and it's proving to myself that I don't take myself seriously or my time seriously. And so the more time that I work on committing to my commitments, I am proving to myself that my time is worthy, that the things that I want to do are important. So that's just another personal journey that I'm going to be going through these next few months, and I'm excited for it, because it'll be fun, it'll be different, and it'll be challenging, but it'll be exciting. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this bonus episode. I really hope you guys took something out of it and really realized something about yourselves that maybe you hadn't realized before. And if so, I am excited that we will be going on this journey together. Okay, I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.